Eh? Really? Sorter. Anyway. Anyways. Well, technical difficulties aside. All right. So, today is the topic of the left, leftivist, and progressives crashing out.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, so, the topic of today is a topic that I've been wanting to hit the Charlie Kirk thing. I've been wanting to hit the collapse of the left, and it kind of goes hand in hand. We are seeing day by day the left is actually physically collapsing. Liberalism as a whole globally is failing. Any other given time in all of history, you could go to Twitter, nude bike riders everyone would look at them and go, they're standing up to authority. They're not getting support. I mean, granted, yes, Hassan is getting more cooked for raiding a Pikachuing his
and
dog.
It's also, yeah, and it's also like people having slowly getting more fed up with that stuff. And I mean normal people, not
the normies, yes.
Yeah, and that's what affects that a lot.
I mean, they're not winning in the ICE protests. I mean, but then again, the progressives have been cooking their pooch for a little too far long, so to speak. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They've been trying to. Now, I'm just waiting for Trump to do the final act of Antifa. We already know they're in the UK and they're in France. I mean,
They're
hell,
everywhere.
they're helping the yellow vest rioters now. I mean, I do love how the French have quietly not said they still have yellow vest riots. You're more in Europe, so you probably hear more about it than we do. Americans live in a bubble. But then you also got that, I may hit that one video with I still have it, by the way. It's for the very rare moment, because there was the 100,000 plus people protest who were doing the. You remember the one that Carl Benjamin spoke at? The Gomezova. God, I'm gonna butcher that.
The one that was in like center of London, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, that did get a lot of people.
And it was the leftist, and there was a thing, and these were a group, it comes from, I don't think I'll find it. I kind of moved it around for future use. But they even admitted that it failed, that their cause was failing.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent that to you, but you've been being sick and everything else. And
It's not exactly sick. It's more I had a weird ear infection thing, and that got worse. And yeah, it wasn't great, but yeah, it's better now.
And I also had to save videos from Park Primrose, who were still saying that they're saying basically that they all tried post everything to basically say that the left was the ones. MAGA, the Charlie Kirk shooter was MAGA. Yeah, no. Good luck trying to
MAGA
spin
with
that.
a trans girlfriend.
And
Classic.
furry.
Yes, and said, "Catch this, fascist."
I mean, and also said the Minecraft meme. Well, it's actually the anti-fascist phrase is the Minecraft meme. You know what's sad about that whole deal with the whole? I'm not saying the Charlie Kirk thing. Like when I read what was on the bullets, I was like, "Fuck," because I knew where it was going. Because I said to everyone, it was either a leftist or an Antifa person. Or Antifa or Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, because differ all leftists, but yeah.
I call them two separate, though. You know. A left-leaning activist isn't as bad as an Antifa person. I go,
I mean, obviously.
Who would take out Charlie Kirk, though? You got to think about it. It would have been only a leftist. Where I'm like, okay. And when it came out, everyone tried to say he was MAGA. Now, we can get into the theory and I just go over YouTube and everything else, and apparently, Arch is playing Hearts of Iron with the Enclave mod or Brotherhood mod.
Oh shit!
Let that fucking game die. Never mind. Watching Hearts of Iron play. Any run that doesn't end with you being communist is probably going to fail.
I mean, there are like mods for it to make it not that. Yeah.
What? You telling me? No, that's a separate topic. Hearts of Iron, very legendary franchise for things. Yes, this has been a busy month. Do you ever know you try to cut up stuff and stay busy? Like, I still got to work in time amongst a couple of my other stuff that just resets seasonally to fit in Battlefield 6.
Yeah. I had well, it was partly the stuff in my ear, then had a few things that I'm slightly more busy with right now, but you work out sometime and you find it a good time when you schedule shit.
Yeah, and the problem is, I understand it's pretty bad. The problem too is I also had a person that I predicted who's a left-leaning person. He calls himself a centrist, but he's really left-leaning. He just crashed out too.
Who?
Diabetes.
Oh, okay.
Diabetes and I'm going to have the space. We may have to go over the space because he said, quote unquote, in friendly terms, since we are very early and I can't say it, people with small hats and capitalism are bad. But remember,
I mean, that is a conclusion that Marxists had come to even during Marx.
I mean, you got to understand, people with tiny hats and people in that and Jared Kushner and the people with tiny hats are taking over EA and they're going to make it harder for black people.
It wasn't EA. It was TikTok, right?
Remember,
the
EA
Saudis
got sold. No, remember
the Saudis got EA.
Well, they're a part of that. I mean, you gotta understand. Why would a this is the problem with the stage where we're at. I've said we are in end-stage liberalism. Least carts, like Canada, right? Like you've seen my talks with Multi. We're in end-stage liberalism. That's where they are. They have no way out. And Dev still owes me the trucker video. On everyone, the trucker video.
Well, owes you. It's like he's promised that. He promised that like how many fucking years ago now.
Well, the thing is, he also owes Arch money for. By the way, I sent you the image of the character. Imagine what that last shard that comes off is. Yeah, and by the way, the last part in the mindscape. Yeah.
Oh.
You don't have to use your imagination. Use your imagination. Think what
happens. No, yeah.
Imagine later on what happens.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been very busy. They get between not really as much Genshin as much as anything. So gaming has been my thing. So I'm having to recram and refix my algorithm. It's going to be fun. But no, Sea Sorter, we may have to go over these spaces. I may have to figure out how much of it is safe. I may not be monetized, but I can be buried into wherever, because it is a black socialist or black Marxist who's a historian and a sociologist professional. That is a substitute history teacher who says white people are to blame. And so were people with tiny hats for ruining gaming. And get this, he believes the Japanese love black people.
Sure. Classically, Asians are very not racist.
Yes. So we're Mexicans, not racist, or Latinos. People think I make these people up.
I love how he says that, and other people also say like, "Oh, how dare Pokemon make racist Pokemon?"
Well, I'm sorry, we got Black Nurse Joy coming. That's literally Nurse Joy in blackface.
I don't know if it's in blackface, but yeah, they've made, I don't know, like, is that on the new anime season, or
it's gonna be in the new game? They literally took the Nurse Joy model and just gave her a black face with the same haircut.
I mean, they made her completely black, just to be clear, right? They didn't just give her a black face. That would be funny. I doubt they do it. But
well, bear in mind, the only people I still see clinging to leftism or leftivist positions are the same people who live in social media. Okay, let's be clear. Conservatives are maybe 25 to 30% of the United States at this rate.
Yep.
Progressives arguably are about, at best, 10 to 15% of the population.
Progressivism has always been like a more elite, I guess.
You think it's elite? No, it goes more than
opinion
that. Because
ideology.
We may actually have to one day go into actually what the true definition of what progressives are. Because progressives work out of both conservatives and liberals. They both. It's an ideology that corrupts both and uses both. So it makes it appear. And the other part is the left. It is interesting. The idea, but it's also we're seeing the decline in CNN and MSNBC. So all these people, the last bastion of them, you're seeing the 20-somethings. Because bear in mind, you notice how all the shooters, the mass shooters, within the last year are either trans or QIA plus, and they're all in their 20s. The ones shooting up ICE facilities.
Yep.
So what did they grow up on? Instagram, TikTok, Reddit?
Yeah, and Discord and other stuff.
Well, Discord, yes. By the way, thank you for the government shutdown. Dan Clancy gets the reprieve. I would have loved to seen Dan Clancy go before Congress and get asked the question. So why were you commenting on the new birthing meta? Why did you let Hassan shock his dog live on stream?
I doubt they would question him about the dog.
I don't think they would have known about the birthing meta thing and him watching the birthing meta.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
But this is what Dan Clancy and the head of Reddit, as well as the head of Discord. I mean, Gabe Newell going before Congress, he would be chill as hell.
Yeah, I mean, Gabe is a normal ass person.
Come on. What's Gabe gonna say? I make a platform that just has weirdos on it.
Yeah, I make a platform that has games those games sometimes have, weird people playing them. I mean, how fucking you control that?
And if they break TOS, we ban them.
Yep. And they do it. So,
Twitch has a lot more to answer for.
Oh,
But then again, I don't think anyone can get to the bottom of Reddit.
To be honest, like both Twitch, YouTube, Reddit, and Discord have a lot to answer for in that regard. Like, because you do see, like, I'm not going to say that you don't see, like, weird extremist right-wingers basically radicalize each other.
Okay. If you're talking about the real problem, is with
the radicalization is more on Discord.
I arguably say, what is it? The people. Well, the problem is Section 230 reform. The issue is itself. Is the left collapsing because they do not have any platforms they can do? But they don't believe in platforms. They cancel people. Because I saw a video by Metatron who just normally put a meme, God bless Charlie Kirk, right? People, only one comment was nice out of the 39. Everyone said, I'm glad you're dead, fascist.
Jesus.
And may he rot in hell next to Satan, if there is one.
Yeah.
What are we working with? That's Blue Sky. Blue Sky is basically Twitter 2016 condensed into a can.
Blue Sky is like Twitter 2016, but without any of the anons or like people that had somehow gotten away with existing on there.
I mean, hell, even Jack Dorsey said fucking Blue Sky was a hellhole.
Yeah.
I mean, my God. But the real question is, why is the left collapsing, you think, in your opinion, before we get into it deeper? What's your opinion?
It depends on, like, the country, right? But I'd say there is a general feeling of normies finally having gotten enough of the luxury beliefs of the left. And the whole, you must not be racist, you must not be that, you must not do the other thing, you must, everything else. It's way too long to describe, but you get the left's message, and you know it. And people have got tired of that.
Now, why do you think the progressive left collapsed so quickly? They lasted a decade.
I don't think they have fully collapsed. Well, not like electoral yet, but they are about to. I think. I don't.
You would think, like Don.
Well,
God, I can't say his name. The Muslim mayor in
Danny, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tommy. Because that race is going to be interesting. Because apparently
Mamdani is
Adams
the classic Islamo leftist of Britain, which is kind of weird.
Is it too late to mention the theory I heard from Glenn Beck and others back in the day? The unholy triad of Islam, communism, or Marxism and socialism?
More like the unholy triad of Marxism, socialism, whatever you want to call it. Islam and gay.
No, actually, no, because they wouldn't take gays. So there was a theory a long time ago about what would happen with Islam and how they would dominate the West. They would have their candidates enter as liberals that would be communist or Marxist leaning, maybe with a little bit of socialistic tendencies. And it's like a three-legged thing. Now, would Islam eventually dominate that? Possibly, because you see that in Madani.
Yeah, and you see that now in a lot of parties in the UK even. You see
that's in Europe.
Yeah, but now you slowly get a lot of Muslims over there too.
Because
especially in certain parts.
Because naturally Islam would not claim communism or basically a Marxist platform. Hell, even a socialist platform. Because we're seeing in the U.S., Dearborn, Michigan is becoming a city of Islam. It's basically becoming a mini Mecca. I think I'm joking.
Yeah, I know there are at least a few towns or cities that are going Muslim at this rate.
Because when you think of Dearborn, Michigan, I think it's Dearborn, but it's there. They have a large section. It's kind of like Utah and Mormons. You know, you start to become a majority.
Yep, that's how it usually happens.
So the thing about it is, these are trends that have been happening for a while. Now, the problem is you're saying they're dropping the liberalism and the Marxism to go to more different methods to keep the grounds gained. Now, I found the video, but this is the video. This is a golden gem, and I don't know how Sargon found it. These were people who went to the protest in London.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing about this is everyone else said it was not 100,000 plus people. So I want you to listen for the words, because I've been sitting on this since the 14th of September. And they're linked to the guy's channel, but these are actual young student communists.
Marcus Hammer. I'm Tom, joined by Vincent here.
Hi.
And we've just gotten back from the counter demo against Tommy Robinson. And I think before we go to the lessons, we really have to
was it Tommy Robinson?
The reality of what this demo was, and that
was
a pretty humiliating defeat.
Somehow he got away with punching the guy on the subway.
If we look at the numbers alone, Tommy Robinson's side seems to have gotten around 1 million. And on our side,
they were surrounded.
Lucky if it
was,
was
a fucking fire hazard.
More likely 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe if we just start there, you know, like how did we get here?
I mean, before that, like, we have to be clear about this. Like, our side was completely defeated. Tommy Robinson won hands down without even a fight. You know, the reports are different regarding the numbers, but the videos show the police said 100,000. It's obviously had more than that, and our side was totally.
You hear the defeat of the voice. You hear the
tepid, wishy-washy.
Yep.
They are literally having to admit.
That's why I brought Europe and Britain, because in Britain it's very obvious that the let's say the Western left is getting destroyed, and the only thing that will seem to prop it up is the Islamoleftism, which
or the Antifa left, either one.
The Islamoleft, I mean, it's not just Muslims, but it's also like the free Palestine people, like Corbyn.
Well, when you got your entire platform for October 7th supporters, you know what's funny? As I speak about this,
Mm-hmm.
on this day, Trump is closer to ending the Hamas-Israel war than anybody has been since October 7th.
Yep. To be honest, he also has
No one is giving this man credit for actually having the patience of a saint to deal with them. Like, he's almost broken the Hamas's ability to hold on to the hostages. Because it's literally boiling down to everyone said. But remember, everyone was saying during the Hassan thing defending, but why are you talking about Collargate while Hamas is still getting killed on October 7th?
No. They said specifically why you talk about it while Israelis are committing a genocide. Yeah.
This has literally been Hassan for anyone who's left for like a while. Oh, go look, October 7th. It's kind of like the Democrats invoking. They can no longer invoke January 20th. By the way,
You mean January 6th?
January 6th, yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's one of those things, history. You could,
you have a lot of things in your mind and they get confused. I know. I know the feeling.
Inauguration. That's because in my mind, January 20th inauguration, the State of the Union. But no, you have all this. I had Dev crash out over me over that. In a barotrauma stream, and he...
Dev crashes out very easily these days.
Oh, yeah, Dev's been crashing out for 3 to 6... I would about say 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, and it's getting...
He's a Canadian liberal.
Oh, yeah. He's always been there.
But,
and what was also surprising is how confident and...
Oh, by the way, the problem with the Tommy Robinson thing is so many people filtered in. They literally got surrounded and protected. Because you realize if these were true leftists like they said they claimed, I bet they would have beaten those conservatives to an inch of their life.
Well, they are leftists, but they are not like the violent type. They are more like the activist, the college student activist.
You know what I mean? Is that this protest, the counter protest was like a small bubble.
Yep.
I bet if they got crunched in by 1 million of their kind would have beaten the living shit out of them.
Yeah, it depends on the factions between them.
Then again, I'm used to the Antifa left and everybody else. The question, does Britain have that?
It does, but it's not like... It's not so much the... how do I say this? It's not about the native Brits. It's more the,
What do you mean, the Indians?
the Islamo left.
Well, if you go back policies, I mean, let's say Canada is in end stage liberalism. They don't realize they're in end stage liberalism. Canada can talk about they have a Charter of Rights all day. That Charter of Rights is gone.
It is going, yeah.
It's gone. The only thing that protects the United States is a sense of duty and everything else to tradition. You can't override the Constitution, and if any law hits the wall, you can take it to a court.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like no system is
Anti-corruption proof.
Yeah, essentially. If a government actually wants to, well, shit, yeah, it will. But it depends on how much the people will let them do it.
I mean, what are we dealing with? Because in the UK, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure because we've had Starmer go over, be confronted. He had to look basically at Trump in the face.
Yep.
Uh-oh. The Sparkles finished the trad wife shoe on head. Talking about female gunners. If you haven't noticed, have you noticed even the fervent people who were progressive or semi-democrat leaning are on conservative arcs, legit conservative arcs? Like Shoe on Head? Shoe on Head had a kid and she started to move conservative.
I don't know if I'd call her conservative, but she's definitely less progressive than she was at one point.
Well, her having a kid
definitely helps, yes.
Now, it's
as it does with most people.
Now, it is interesting that of the unholy trio, Vosh has been the quietest. But he's been replaced by Sam Cedar or other moderate voices. Everyone's quoting. What is it, David Smith? I think.
Yeah.
Now, it is interesting.
Vosh is actually, I think, probably plain clever.
He's trying to see if he can survive. Let Destiny and his son burn himself out.
Yep, because yeah. Destiny and Hassan have said stuff that could definitely be used against them right now.
I hate to throw Dev underneath the bus again. There's a reason we call him Destiny.
Which one?
We call Dev Destiny.
Yeah, I know. I've called him Destiny too.
Because he echoes anything Destiny says. Per the because when Dev crashed out on me on Barrow Trauma stream, I reminded him of what he said because it was actually Arch who kicked him off, and then Kiko and Blondie came in, and he lost it more. I just said, Dev, do you remember what you said about Corey Kopator and how you like the status boot? We didn't call him a communist. We just said he likes the status boot.
Depends on the state.
Well, to be fair, I don't know. People who lean towards authoritarianism have a tendency to like any boot. But he also got really bad.
He doesn't like Trump's boot, but yeah.
But Dev's always been so quote unquote the classical liberal. But he's part of my generation of classical liberal. They either went lefter. Because what I think there was...
So the discussion of where exactly Dev stands politically is not one that can be answered without like...
You can't agree on it how, but I also don't... I do. He is not classical left. He's further left. And literally, we got him. And I got him. I got him to flat out admit he said he wants no MAGA people in his audience. Or basically...
Yeah, he said it. He said it a few times, at least.
And there's a whole little thing. And he and like, personally, Arch is his last friend. You know, Arch needs to cut him loose. But Arch
I think it would be a mistake if Arch cut him loose, because it would give him the credit of, hey, everyone on the MAGA side abandoned me.
He'll just be forgotten.
Yeah.
No, I think it's like Dev. Dev is like that person who's crashing out. He's been destroying his channel over and over. He can't, but he...
And it's not over and over. It's just over the last years.
Wait, I use him...
3.
He's a leftist. But he's been a progressive for a very long time. You can look at him over the last decade and see how a left-leaning person moves. The right was on the rise, so he embraced Obama. In a way. Trump, he embraced Biden. It's not being a contrarian.
Not exactly. It is a little more complicated than that, but
it might be complicated. But in our view, from an American perspective, and a person who's watched him for years, he doesn't want conservatives in his audience. I flat out said to him, "You don't have conservatives in your audience anymore. They're all gone."
Most of them, yeah.
They're all gone. I can barely stomach a Dev video for longer than 30 minutes. Or a stream.
I mean, he doesn't talk politics in the normal streams, at least. Not that often, at least.
Cracks out. I mean, Dave isn't much of it. Dave's a buzzkill to me, too.
Look, don't say anything about Dave. Dave is a fucking normal person. He doesn't crash out like,
no,
I don't know.
He doesn't
sprag the fuck out like Dev.
No, he doesn't sprag out like Dev. But I know that man ain't a conservative. You know, I know.
Yeah, he's not. He never was.
I know. I mean, he's a progressive Canadian.
Dave is like, used to be more normally like vaguely liberal or something between a liberal and a socialist.
Are we talking about by Canadian standards?
By general standards. By like objective standards.
Well, they've only had left and left. But just to clarify for people, you have Dev, which was a classical liberal who's moved closer to the further left, despite his fetishes overtaking his body and who he's associated with. Because the
thing is, Dev hasn't really moved towards the left. It's more that his reactions have changed a lot.
See, that's an interesting theory, because when you take a person like him as an example, I remember him to spite Sargon. He started in whatever Sargon and Arch were doing back in the day. He started a stream with a bunch of they, thems, bisexuals, and gay people. Now, does Dev tell his audience about this? Probably not anymore, because he felt he needed to be separate from it.
Which stream do you mean?
he started a whole little podcast of it, and that's how he eventually met Scrump. Him and Scrump aren't that much different. I mean, to be honest.
He has started out with Scrump.
Oh, he doesn't talk with Scrump anymore. Scrump goes with Aiden. Scrump
he doesn't talk with Scrump anymore because they fought over.
Oh yeah, that was a big falling out. And it's probably the same if you're gonna chunk Oozaloo underneath the bus. Because according to Dev, I asked Dev, wouldn't you just try to make amends and make a peace even with Oozaloo and Aiden if you did? No, they're not human. Fuck them. It's in the stream bunch. You can actually go back and find this. Dev was crashing out, and this was like the second week, and I think Arch just... Not even Dry Dev could save him. And I'm blocked by Dry Dev, so Dry Dev can go. I read Dry Dev very early on.
Yeah, my Dry Bread is like... How shall I say it? He's less controversial than Dev.
Yes,
he's less intentionally controversial.
He knows how to control it, but he is still Dev's friend.
Yeah, he's Dev's friend, definitely. And he also defends him a lot. Even to his own audience.
Oh, and even in
like there are times that I have...
As soon as we
No. There are times that I have joked about Dev, and he said, "Oh, I'm sure it's not quite like." I'm like, I'm joking. You don't need to defend him. Like, what the fuck,
Dev
man?
That's Dev's boyfriend. We used to say that about Dave, by the way.
Dave is not Dev's boyfriend because Dave is the only straight person in that fucking show.
It was a joke. God. But you know, the whole thing with like Dev and people like Canada, like I'm having to go through Canadian politics. It's like liberalism. They don't realize they're an end-stage liberalism. See, liberals will talk about end-stage capitalism all day.
The thing is, a lot of Canadians, after what happened with Trudeau and then Carney winning the election, they kind of clocked out and have stopped paying attention.
You mean
and assume everything is going fine.
Well, no, like take 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, Canadian jobs were making more than American jobs. The reason why you saw you still see the effects in the game industry of a lot of stuff. You have a lot of people who are basically, you could go up there and make a very good living. You just got to move to Canada. You can make double-figure jobs or double-digit jobs an hour.
The thing is,
then they made the housing unaffordable, and then their economy collapsed. Now they make less money than a person living in Mississippi.
And it's not the thing with Canada is not so much the politics that are fucked, it's the house prices. House prices in Canada are absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, I've sent that to both Mandalore and them, and
it's like you will see a shack that's in the middle of nowhere, and it will be $2 million.
It's like the prices in New York. A house in New York, or outside.
It's worse. It's worse. It's worse than New York. I think Canada has the worst house prices in the world right now.
I'd have to look it up, but their inflation on their house prices are just that bad.
It's almost like they had a giant surge of migration.
Hell,
of immigration.
Just that.
It's not just that, but
I may actually have to, but like, there's a big thing of, if you look right now at government shutdowns, because Europe, it's very different, right? Because let's say the UK's collapse of liberalism, they recollapse and become conservative every 20 years. Like socialism over there collapses. It always goes. They go collapse, go back to socialism.
In Britain has a weird history because they had a few years that they dominated, a few decades even, that they dominated politics from World War II until about the late 70s. And then the Tories took over. The Tories did what the Tories do and betrayed the promises. But they did it for 20 years. And then Tony Blair came. The Tories were at the weakest. So there you go. Now 20 years of Labour. And then almost 20 years of Tories, which, they betrayed everyone again.
And I mean, I agree that it got to go with Arch, and we're going to have to call California just martial law and take it over. Los Angeles County declares state of emergency over ice raids. See, Arch and others, we've just basically declared all these states that want to rebel against the nation as rebel states.
Well, if they take it too far, they will be.
I mean,
if they actually want to secede over immigration, I remember a few states that had seceded over wanting cheap or free labor.
I mean, you got
200 years ago.
You got basically Los Angeles County declaring state of emergencies. You got mayors of openly liberal cities defying the orders.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you call that? They don't like insurrection now, do they?
It's not a technically legally seceding. Yeah.
Well, no, we're not saying that. We're just saying it's
getting there. Yes.
It's a giant version of civil disobedience. Because, normally, in a day and age, you would have the AP and all of these people would... You can go look at Chicago, the violence in Chicago. They would be being hailed as heroes over this. They are not now.
Yes, and that is probably for many reasons.
You have the mayor of Chicago. And see, one day we may have to cover there. Every so often I'm seeing a story about... So AI chips are becoming the way of future for electronics because they're better on CPU power.
AI what?
AI chips. A lot of gaming and servers prefer AI chips over... It's basically AI chips to basically make stuff run better. Some point in the future, I'll have to send you it because it is the concept in modern computing. Instead of going away from what were the mining chips or the automated chips, AI chips are largely used in automation processes.
Yeah.
but they're becoming more efficient for everything. So everything is using AI chips, even down to NVIDIA.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real industry take, by the way, if you never know. But like, there's whole entire stories I can just find it. Like, I'm going right now going over basically with people like kind of with multi, because even though I have to download a lot of the videos for him, so he has like, but I'm seeing it even down to Twitter, because even the people on Twitter, the normies on Twitter, are tired of it.
Well, to be honest, I don't know if there are many normies on Twitter. Or at least the loudest people that are not normies. They're usually
See,
either.
I'm just going back through. No offense, forgive me. I'm going to go back through the stuff I have saved. I have an entire bookmarked folder, because this was right around the time where Andy people who know who he is. This was before
He's
Trump
from
declared.
Portland.
Yeah, he was also part of Antifa at one time.
He wasn't part of Antifa, but he was like, they basically chased him out of Portland. They beat him up at some point, I think. They docked him, did everything they could, basically make him live.
Well, he did.
And
He wrote the book. He was also one of the first to speak out against Antifa.
Yeah, maybe not the first to speak out, but he was a very loud, very obvious case of Antifa being essentially a terrorist organization. Which they are.
And I mean, you could say the Democrats, like you're seeing here. This was back when basically Destiny claimed that he got demonetized. This is kind of fell underneath the rug. But Destiny was also saying, which was echoed by Dev later on, conservatives need to be afraid.
Dev actually said something different, but he at first tried to defend Destiny because that's his knee-jerk reaction. And then he saw what Destiny actually said, and he was like, "Oh, okay, that's hinged." And then another day, he said pretty much the same thing.
Are we
because
really sure here?
Well, you can't really be sure about anything with Dev right now, I'd say. He just says shit. He's being a very reactionary, if you will.
So you're seeing stories like this all over Twitter, and they're real. This is clearly older. This is basically we do have an unspoken rule. Soldiers are like saying you should disobey orders. Oh yeah, like this stuff has been happening. There's been a collection of this. What's funny about this, right? Because people don't know what the FACE Act is. We've said for liberals for years, do not enact something that you want used against you. Right?
Yep.
The filibuster. Trump talked about using the FACE Act to go after the people protesting mosques and synagogues.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly synagogues. Destiny got demonetized. Oh, did you see the story? Google did the based move and actually had to admit Biden told them to.
No, yeah.
See, a lot has happened in a month. I wanted to cover this. A lot has happened. What did we say in 2020? We said they were told to do it.
I mean, it was obvious. I think they basically alluded to it at that point. I mean, Google, YouTube, Facebook, etc. But they hadn't specifically said it was the Biden administration.
No, they never said it was Biden 100%, but they confirmed it.
Yeah.
And it's mainly they were told to remove stuff for disinformation or misinformation. Remember how we talked about with the Online Safety Act, whose misinformation?
Yep.
And you remember the stories about Twitter?
Which ones?
When the FBI was in it?
Oh, yeah.
That the FBI that they were in government was telling them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, what's funny is you could tell that the liberals in the hold on it have fallen because you would have not seen these stories leak out, basically. You would have to YouTube, right? Because this was I'll bring this up. Because this got confirmed. Part of the censorship hearing that I was going over about a week or so ago, like last Wednesday, which I need to get through the other half of it, was it was like this. Now, people like Uzulu were banned during this time.
To be honest, I'm not surprised that Uzulu got banned. He does like to say some
Uzulu,
edgy
even
stuff.
at the time, was going too close to the sun, anyways.
I'm surprised Scrump isn't.
I think no. Here's the thing. This was the era of YouTube. If you got too conspiratorial, YouTube cracked down on your channel.
Yeah, and Scrump does pretty much conspiracy podcast.
No, that's more acceptable now, but they met it against.
No. He did it even a few years ago, even back then. I'm not sure how he got away with it.
Maybe he just got lucky.
But yeah, he talks a lot about people with small hands and stuff like that.
No, part of it is he does it jokingly.
Oh no, Scrump does not do it jokingly.
No,
Maybe he did it one.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Uzulu. No, Scrump's fucking deranged. Yes, I know he is.
Yes.
Him and Dev both share the love of trans people.
Yes, Scrump even more, because he's actually had sex with them.
Thing about it, I know more about these people than you think. Because, like, you see this story, right, on Facebook. It's funny how the Facebook boomers are trying to become the last bastion of liberalism. You know?
Yeah.
It's really strange because, see, this was today. I guess Meta, because everyone's trying to say, why don't you guys show your face? Show your face. That's because you got, I was watching the Portland protests. They literally said it was an Antifa person who threatened to dox the woman there. Said, yeah, we already know where your house is.
Yep. I mean,
that's not scary
that's
at
what
all.
They do.
That's not scary at all, by the way.
I mean, the people that initially doxed where Antifa from where he lived.
You can look at they go back at the Portland ICE protests. They're like, they could walk up to these conservative people. Yeah, we know who you are. Is this your address?
That's what they do.
There's nothing wrong.
There is. Oh, definitely.
I mean, we've been dealing with the aftermath. Like, my part I've just been seeing is, but the people leaving the left aren't going to the Republicans, but they're not going to the independents either. They might be going independent libertarian.
Yeah, or somewhere around there.
But I don't know about Europe. Europe still has issues. I mean, we can't. I can't mention this without saying Greta Thunberg was thrown into a prison and malnourished and starved by the Israelis.
Huh?
Okay, you don't know the joke.
No, I know. They made her watch fucking October 7th, and they made her kiss the fucking.
What did they do? No, I don't even. We don't even know what they did to her. She got arrested on the boat.
That's what that was.
She got tortured.
There was like some fucking dude that basically had a fucking fantasy of like, oh, they made her kiss the Israeli flag and then they raped her or something like that. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, what the fuck are you talking about?
I remember the narratives from that. It's the people that, and then they just held her. They said, oh, she's being held in a flea-written jail. And
I mean, Greta Thunberg has always been treated like she's, I don't know, the child of some king or something. Like nobody can hurt her. Oh, don't touch her. Don't. Oh.
I mean, I kind of. It sounds like a meme, but everyone was like, "Oh, free Greta! She's being tortured."
Like, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say that I am pro any side at this point because both of them have done bad stuff and said things that I don't like. But you're going to a fucking war zone.
Okay.
How the fuck do you expect to be treated?
Okay, I'm gonna put you on the record. You gotta be with one of these. You can also choose not to be with either one. Bella Ramsey or Greta Thunberg.
I choose a gun.
God, really?
I choose the bullet. Oh yeah, give me that bullet.
Really?
Oh yes. Christ. Look, I don't want Potato Head or He-Man. Okay.
Okay, I laugh about this. Both have the autistic potato. But God, so mean. Okay, by the way, is it are you as tired as I am about hearing how Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson are the conservatives that have an important voice?
Wait, say that again?
Did you know Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson are honest MAGA conservatives or honest conservatives?
Well, Tucker Carlson at least semi was publicly until like a
Was
couple of years
publicly
ago.
until he disappeared to Russia for 6 months. See,
Yep.
Candace Owens has been making the rounds of being. Well, first off, she got booted from the Daily Wire for doing the Crisis King shit. But never forget,
Yep.
found her on The Apprentice, and she was still a liberal shit back then.
And she's now basically Nick Fuentes. She's just the same.
Trying to be female Nick Fuentes, and it's not working.
Yes. Yes, because Nick Fuentes is gay.
Those are very bad rumors. Milo was never his gay Caploid lover.
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Okay, that is deep lore for anybody who has never been around the internet long enough. The rumor was the same Miles Monopolis, who basically was a gay man, married to a gay man, says he wasn't gay, who co-opted the RNC to prove that he was a conservative, is not.
Milo did say that he was gay. He very much said that he was gay from, maybe not from the start, but he did.
There was a whole arc where he played the Republicans, and then everyone's like, you invited Miles Monopolis to the DNC.
Milo was also like very, very pro-Gamergate when it was happening.
And then he co-opted the entire RNC and tried to co-opt the Republican platform. And then played it on joke later on. Yes, and we all know Nick Fuentes is a...
To be honest, Milo is less unhinged than Fuentes. But they are both fucking...
Well, to be fair, both latched themselves to Kanye. Do you remember when Kanye was having his bipolar spurg out?
Yeah, I mean... Yep.
And objects and walking around in a Gucci bondage mask?
Yeah.
Who do you think
about Hitler?
Who do you think was following him around during that time? Miles and Nick.
It's not Miles, it's Milo, I think. But yeah.
Milo. Either way. But yeah, Candace Owens is also being sued by the president of France because because Macron's wife is a man. Is a man, yes, so it's man. Yeah.
You know, the fact that they I wouldn't have questioned if she was a dude, because she looks like a very skinny older lady. But trying so fucking hard to bury a story is weird as fuck. I don't know why the fuck you'd do that if you weren't guilty.
And then you have Candace Owens doing the whole thing. She hates Trump.
Even if it's,
so weird.
Like pointless.
Well, okay.
That story is fucking completely pointless.
Okay, all right.
It's slop.
Forgive the actual conspiracy theory, if anyone's ever heard of it, about all married powerful men are in the world, according to are married to men who are just transitioned to women. But I mean, I would love to know, because I remember hearing that conspiracy theory, and apparently someone that whispered that into Candace Owens' ear.
Yeah.
But she won't say it about Mike Obama.
I wonder why. It's almost that she's gonna grow up one day and look like Michelle.
I'm sorry, okay? The internal joke. Me and Sorter have been around way too long. Yes, Michelle Obama clearly is a woman. God, fuck. This shit really only ever just... Yeah, but Candace Owens and this case has been there and she had to pay them. It's like...
Technically, like, to claim defamation and win, don't you have to prove that the person is actually spreading lies? So you have to prove that they're spreading lies. You know, you have to prove that there's a woman.
I was just looking back at this. This is pretty funny. Officials pointed out comments on Muslims, Black, Jewish, and LGBTQI communities, as well as her own use of her own line to amplify divisive rhetoric. Now, granted, they didn't use the best, most flattering photo of her.
Well, she doesn't exactly look that great these days, though.
I mean, I'm very tempted to say, isn't it an established rule of Star Wars? Once you turn into a Sith, you start getting wrinkly skin, or something horribly happens to you.
She's not exactly wrinkly, but she has that.
What I mean is, you become like Palpatine.
Yeah,
your inner evilness seeps out of you and scars.
Yep. Do they do that even more anymore though? Like, isn't Kylo Ren like fucking normal? Yeah, because fucking Disney. Yeah.
I don't know. We can make the memes, but see, the thing is, they should have it. They should have the audience. They don't have the audience anymore. But we're like talking.
I think a lot of their audience was also like inflated or fake. To be honest,
we're just talking anywhere, because you are aware, Sorter, we got denied the best television show ever. When
which one? Which one? There are a lot of them that got denied.
So, in the wake of the Charlie Kirk shooting, a lot of stuff happened. Not only did Jimmy Kimmel get preempted, and we're going to go into that because there's a lot of misinformation on that. The Savant.
Oh yeah. Oh God. They talk about this green frog. Oh, I wonder what that is.
We got denied one of the greatest shows by Apple ever.
The saying tree with a V instead of U. I wonder what that is. I don't know what this means. Fuck me.
I'm sorry, alright?
That would have been very fucking funny. That would have been so fucking funny.
The Savant trailer was great. It got roasted. And but you also had one battle after another, that film that got released.
Yeah.
You can't see the audio, but you'll see the closed captioning. What's wrong with this? Just someone tell me what's wrong.
Absolutely nothing.
She goes, Mom, you working? I thought this was a no work weekend. So, hold on. Let me see the closed caption. See, she's, the stereotypical trope of the beta male, black male.
Yeah.
We got denied this. We really did. She goes to her bag.
I just realized, why the fuck was she in the back seat?
So she plays video games.
She looks into online groups. Well, that was Discord.
Supposedly, this was based on a real person.
Yeah.
This is a series we got denied. YouTube was waiting. She made her little shack in the back of the house.
I know this pretending thing to them. God, this would have been so funny.
No, wait for the kicker. Wait for the kicker. It gets better. This would have been the better part. I bet that was Jan 7th. I all believe she was a tough soldier. And she gets into the relationship with the Chad White man.
What the fuck?
She actually starts screwing him. We were denied this show. Because Apple was afraid of it.
Look, she's a woman and she needed to feel wanted, okay?
Please release this. We need this.
God.
The savant meme was... Everyone was memeing it.
Why the fuck wouldn't they?
But then again, we also got one battle after another, though. The Antifa movie.
Oh, yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Well, I'm pretty sure I butchered it. I kind of dodged that. It's based on a novel about basically a revolutionaries, and another one wants to join a white supremacist group and realizes he has like a minority daughter, so if he could get in, they wouldn't allow it. Yeah.
Ignoring the fact that most white supremacist groups are like mostly Mexicans and Indians and pretty much everything else. But yeah, especially online.
Oh, this was the other movie.
Yeah,
this
yeah, I
was
know.
No, people don't know this. This was about the
It's the one with the scene with the pregnant lady, right? Or is it not?
So it's based on a book years ago about a vigilante group that's not Antifa. But did you know this movie released? Did you know this movie released one day after an ICE attack on an ICE facility?
Yep.
But see, they didn't release the Savant, but they released this.
The Savant would have been a film or a show.
High hell, right?
To be honest, at least this looks more like an action film at the very least. So they probably released it thinking that, oh, the people might still watch this. The other one would have been a lot worse.
I'm trying not to laugh. It is terrible. We got denied. Like, the problem is they released this. It was such a bad... So it's based on a book, as I said, years ago. But it's just funny it got turned into an Antifa allegory. And of course it ends with her getting away.
Yeah.
See, the funny thing is, we're not even... now, Kimmel's be a good time to touch on it. The thing is, you know why Kimmel? Kimmel getting canceled. Okay, we already know Steve Colbert's show's coming to an end, right? We already both know this.
Yep.
That's because of viewership ratings.
Mm-hmm. I mean, a lot of late night shows have been going down the drain.
Well, most
At least since
most overnight shows have been going downhill.
Yeah, they have been going downhill, at least in ratings, at least from like Biden took office, at least. At the very least. They have been going downhill in quality in general for a while, even way longer than that. But I'm talking about ratings. Trump was like a thing that was kind of keeping them alive because they used him as a joke.
What do you mean?
For pretty much. Yeah. They made a lot of money off of Trump.
I mean, you also forget, like, in September, September 29th, YouTube had to pay Trump $24 million over his jail suspension.
Yeah. Is Trump even making videos, though?
I mean, you gotta forget, he basically makes his money. He makes his money by basically branding.
And lawsuits, apparently, to an extent.
See, I had more of these bookmarked, but I had to clear them out, so to speak. But yeah, no, I've been like, it's that month. I just go, I maybe cover it because someone's see, this is what I was talking about. Potato Head got imprisoned.
Oh no, it's He-Man. Skeletal caught him. You'll never catch me, He-Man.
Sorry.
Christ. Why that haircut? Jesus Christ. It's literally He-Man.
Her family is something else. Oh, she's not going to have good genetics. She got the troll doll genetics, all right?
Yeah, but like, you could, she could work it, probably. I mean, fuck. That haircut wouldn't look good on anyone. Much less
I want to say I remember the memes of her coming out about that time. And
Yeah.
they had the Lord Farquaad haircuts. The Lord Farquaad haircuts.
I had seen like, memes of her saying, "Oh, this is what the fucking Saracen and during the Crusades when the Crusades were arriving."
To be very honest, there's a whole episode during that where they were claiming that the Jews purposely tortured her and everything else? Twitter was trying to go free her, like free Kofi and shit.
Yeah.
So I think this is one of the ones I have bookmarked. I'm just the person who bookmarks a lot of stories, and sometimes I should organize them better. So we'll probably do gaming. So the Sinclair broadcast group, after what he said, and this was just a culmination of, I'll probably go find that clip too, but in the United States, they don't control a majority of the networks. So Sinclair said they were going to preempt him. Or not air him again. Now, they gave in and reinstated him. Like after 2 weeks.
Yep.
The show had like a 6 million bump, and then it went back below what he started with. So mark my words, they're going to find
I'm trying not to load the number. Okay, yep.
Well, yeah. And everyone's like, well, they are... that we won. The Chuds had to give Kimmel back his show. No. People in Hollywood said you're not going to just get rid of Jimmy Kimmel this way.
Yeah, and he is going to suffer the same fate as everyone else, which is get his show cancelled when the ratings are so fucking low that they can't do it anymore, which is going to be relatively soon.
I mean, when you're at like 2.3 million views or like 2 million views in the late night slot, you're not doing great. You know, it's just like the people that I know. The greatest part about Greta Thunberg and all these activists trying to not say that they weren't, she goes, yeah, like we're going to join the flotillas and Israel's going to have to deal with us. Well, you're just going to get arrested like everybody else. Eat that one.
The thing is, I don't think they are planning to actually do anything ever. They just are there to get publicity and be seen like martyrs for doing nothing.
You're talking about the left sees themselves as martyrs, and they're shocked.
The activists specifically on the left, like the ones that are, oh, we're gonna go to Palestine and do that and the other thing, and it's like, okay. Specifically people like Greta.
Yeah, like I hate to say it, I've been trying to clean out my bookmarks for a while because I have them sorted by video games and then everything else. But Kimmel basically was saying, like, the problem is the clip that got Kimmel in trouble was not deeply offensive.
Yep.
Well, the last clip.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff before, but it's not like people have said worse. Is the point? Maybe not on public television, but you know.
He basically was along the lines of the ones that got him. His monologue was like, yeah, they're going to basically spend. MAGA's going to try to run away from them being known as the ones we had a very unfortunate circumstance, and MAGA's going to have to explain how he's not one of their own. Now, the FCC does have regulations against rampant. See, what you saw in the wake of this was they tried to go after the FCC chairman.
Mm-hmm.
The FCC does have regulations against people who do tell rampant lies.
Granted, it depends. Like, I'd say if it's on a vaguely comedic fashion, it should be allowed. Like, Alex Jones does a lot of fucking crap, but he is very entertaining.
Hold on. So, let's see. So here, the remarks were literally so dumb along the lines of he'll deliver, like, okay, none of these late night shows write their own dialogue.
Oh yeah, it's all by editors and stuff like that, obviously.
What was it? Bill O'Reilly and others said you would have not had that in your monologue. He goes, oh, MAGA's going to have to run away. It's not one of theirs that shot Charlie Kirk. This was his return back, by the way. I don't know if he was really crying or it was fake. But you approved the script.
Yeah. Well. At the very least, he's supposed to have read, and then
too soon.
Read it.
He's
He's
thinking. If you read it, he tries to say he thought this was too soon. But I would argue he's not been a conservative since he left the Man Show.
He was never a conservative. If anything, he was a very liberal. Yeah, I remember the Man Show with Cole and him. But none of these people were conservative. It's just they were kind of liberals, but liberals, actual liberals.
See, this is where you had to admit he wasn't getting threats from the right. Because you know what happened after they canceled him? Someone threw a stone and attacked an ABC studio.
Yeah.
Was that a left or a right person?
Obviously, a right winger. Definitely.
They never found out who did it, by the way. See, what's funny is he's being genuine, but did he come up with this on his own, or did the writers do this to fix it?
What? This dialogue or the previous?
This dialogue, this one.
It was probably a 50-50. He definitely probably put someone in it, contributed at least. But
he had to admit that he does admit culpability, we should say.
Yeah.
See, we may have to go over the Pam Bondi Judiciary Committee thing one day. See, that was last Wednesday as well. She came in there with pre-written insults.
Yep.
I knew they were pre-written because they were too witty for her. And then someone said, even O'Reilly was like, yeah, she came in there with pre-written insults. And it's like, because she knew who was going to ask her that stuff. But it comes down to, why is the left collapsing across all platforms, media, everything? It's also the younger people they try to talk to don't watch their stuff.
And they don't even know how to reach those young people.
Well, they
Normal
did try.
young people anyway.
They did try. The ones who
I know they did.
Instagram, TikTok, and all of that.
Yeah, with that fat woman. Yeah, that's the way
I saw
to
a story.
reach.
I saw literally a story. I swear I had it bookmarked. Somewhere in my mess of bookmarks. Well, I'll have to find it. It was the fat one. We go, we're going to use this fat person as a thing.
Yeah, to like catch people in the middle and, moderate right. It's like, sure, yes, that thing is going to help you, sure.
You might as well have Gorlock, the barbaric Gorlak that is swear.
Yep.
I mean, the thing that was terrible about it absolutely was, I think this was the only thing. Like, I remember this happening. I had to be gaming with a friend, right? When this happened.
Mm-hmm.
This was just a crazy Marine, ex-Marine with PTSD that went in and burned down the church.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, and then there was another person. They tried to blame this on MAGA too. Didn't kind of really work. And it turned out he was just a head broken Marine.
There are many of them.
Yes, there's a bunch of them, sadly.
Hmm.
No offense. I have friends in there. They sometimes don't come out as good as they went in.
I mean, it is reasonable. You don't go into a war zone and return the same man.
Did you know about 2 days ago, 3 Arrows finally did another video on the myth of Charlie Kirk?
Who?
3 Arrows.
Oh, yeah.
For those, probably the other people watching and in the future do not know who 3 Arrows is. 3 Arrows is a guy, he's best friends with, was it Kraut back in the day? He's known as Kraut.
So.
Famous memester, tried to get Sargon canceled and everybody else. Kraut and T.
Allegedly ran a doxing server.
Yes. 3 Arrows did a whole, and he tries to come off as and he is German. And he does documentaries. I like the portion of it, like I am halfway through it, and it makes good sense, but he's having to all but admit he's not even he can't say. He goes, yeah, I don't wish death on Charlie Kirk or anyone like him. It just happened.
Yeah.
This is the effect. They cannot be as left-leaning as they were. Because they're not getting graces. Because destinies of the world are getting canceled, basically.
It's mostly like the people that are going way too far are actually now having consequences.
It's not cancel culture, it's consequence culture.
I'm not going to say that because it's kind of, it can get to a point where, you can justify a lot of shit without that saying. But what I mean is, anyone to the right of the semi-moderate left was getting the consequences for more than 10 years now.
So is it consequence culture or is it cancel culture?
I'm not talking about cancel culture. I'm talking about consequences.
No,
but
why when everyone says, is this consequence culture or cancel culture?
Well, consequence culture sounds less bad because cancel culture now it's not that it sounds bad, it's more that people know about it. Consequence culture makes it sound better. It's not bad.
Well, they're claiming it was cancel culture and the left is using cancel culture.
Say that again?
The left doesn't know what consequence culture is.
Well, there is a bit of canceling being done. There definitely is.
Yes, we
But
now have the as of 18 hours ago, we have drama alerts saying Carolyn Kwan, who claimed the dog sitter, he didn't shock the dog.
sure.
I kind of joked about that. I said, what if Hassan doesn't get banned over the talking to terrorists?
He is probably, he's way more likely to get banned for that. Because the thing is, him torturing the dog will actually get even the people who are kind of not caring about his affiliations with terrorists. It will get everyone against him because everyone hates people who mistreat animals. Everybody does.
Oh, and we also have it weird too. Cenk Uyghur's also fallen off the wagon again because he went after Asmon. He goes, "Is that Asmongold?" He didn't even know who Asmongold was.
I mean, it's not exactly weird. He's not a kid. He's a middle-aged Turkish dude who is left-leaning. I mean, I can't imagine he watches Twitch.
What?
You were talking about Cenk, right?
Yeah, no.
Well, yeah, he's about as far from what would be the audience of Asmongold as you can be.
I'm starting to really warm up to Twitter memes. I said it, I'm going to echo again what I said last Wednesday. Stay away from Twitter unless you want your timeline entirely filled with memes.
Yeah, I have seen this.
Sorry.
There's also one with like Trump rushing in to save the dog.
Trump taking the dog. I saw that one today. See? My favorite, but the whole thing is, how has Vosh and other bread tubers not been working?
I think I've said this before, but Bosch is actually not retarded. He may be evil. He's not as retarded as the rest of them.
Again.
Somehow. the dude who
By the way,
who jacks off to the thought of being a horse and fucking kids is somehow less retarded than the rest of them.
Oh yeah, Battlefield 6. People are finally cracking down on Chronozin. Yes, when I'm being murdered halfway across the fucking map by guys. Yes.
By guys.
No one's fun. No one cheats in Battlefield 6 or fucking New Call of Duty. No, I ran into a match. I mean, I'm probably going to stream that at some point, but it's there was this one guy killing a bunch of people over and over again, and like me, I'm like, bro, there's no way. And I'm like, I knew it was Cronus Max. They just don't want to fucking say it.
Didn't the admins or devs of it say that tell them to not use it or
okay, here's the funny thing. You're supposed to not. You have to enable secure boot and other things.
Yeah.
That so it can scan your hard drive.
Yeah, because
apparently no cheating can ever occur, and everyone wants to ask like aimbots. Oh, and by the way, the Catboy, Femboy, was caught cheating again in there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
By the way, it's very funny. You know what's also interesting? Did you hear about the election of the new Japanese Iron Lady?
Oh yes, the one that was good friend of Shinzo Abe,
Yes.
and is very conservative. Granted, she's a woman. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, in Japan, you never know. By the way, speaking of, meanwhile, in Japan, I wonder if progressives will ever understand this. See, this is why if you ever travel here, you'll be shocked. They actually do this. And people just walk along.
Yeah, I mean, that's Japan.
This is Japan. And real. The same people who made a life-size Gundam. You know? That's what I was talking about right here. Yes,
Yep.
No one fucking ever cheats. When I know damn well guns don't fire like that. What? Oh yeah, you see, the peaceful protest, by the way. The peaceful left, by the way. Did you know?
Jesus fucking Christ. Does that thing have tits or are they boobs? Actually, I don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know. Christ almighty.
Yeah, there's... Oh, look. They are banning for Chronozin now. You should have been doing this shit a long time ago. Yeah, but you can imagine Twitter's been a lovely place.
Oh yeah, always has been.
I just like it now that we can have right autists can argue with left autists.
I wouldn't call that arguing, but yeah.
What?
I said I wouldn't call that exactly arguing.
Oh, you also did you hear about the Asian guy banned for what was it? The one that got banned for doing stuff.
Which one?
Who was the guy? Then everyone was making fun of him.
Asian guy banned. Doesn't immediately ring though. He got banned from where?
Let me see. I forget who the guy was. It was made the rounds for a little bit. He got all the culture war people always get it wrong. No,
Yep.
so it was a guy, basically, it's an Asian guy that basically got he got told he had too many like radical talking points that leaned conservative.
You mean Grums?
No, it was an Asian guy.
Grums is Asian.
No, this wasn't Grums. This was somebody else.
Asian guy.
Never mind. It's one of those things. It trended for like 3 days, then it just vanished.
Let me
No.
I don't remember seeing something like that, but I don't know. Maybe I missed it. Or maybe I just have a terrible memory, because both could be true.
No, it wasn't Grums. It was a younger guy, and he was like talking about getting canceled. But never mind. Ignore it. It's just something. So it makes way its rounds, and I see it's resurged itself again. I saw a great meme. I should have had this bookmarked. It was actually it was called it was a Bane, like Bane and Batman fighting in the Batcave or whatever.
Yeah.
But it had disinformation people, Gen Xers and millennials or whatever, arguing over misinformation.
Okay.
And then the other one was the pink guy from Filthy Frank.
Oh yeah.
It was Gen Z people using misinformation. Misinformation experts.
What? Gen Z people using misinformation experts? What?
It was Bane. Is the Gen X millennial people gaslit?
Oh, that meme. Okay. I see. Yeah, the one that they are pushing each other. Yeah.
And then saying, and then it's the one using Facebook and other what is it, indoctrination and like Facebook driven indoctrination, something like that. And then it's on the other side, it's basically the one is Filthy Frank, the pink guy, as Gen Z.
And Gen Z is like memes. Actual memes, not fucking
What do you mean?
Facebook stuff.
By the way, I do want Arch to talk to Metatron, since he's already.
I mean, I think they would go. They get along quite a lot. To be honest.
Well, he's
Very well.
getting along with Pontus really well. But I'm trying to. The problem with Twitter is if you don't bookmark it physically, you don't always find it. Again.
And sometimes it might get deleted or whatever. That happens too.
I mean, the thing is, what we're seeing straight is, it's not necessarily that the right, they just chipped away. Conservatives chipped away at them. But then it's the normies that really cause the left to collapse.
It's more that the perception the normies have the left has changed rapidly over the last 5 years. I'd say 15, At first it was mostly people that were in politics that were noticing stuff. Now it's actually the normies too.
Well, the greatest part is they don't want to actually have the discussion.
Yeah, they're going to. I don't think many people do this right now. Not many people seem to be pro-discussion, unfortunately.
Also, I kind of want to complain about I'm going to maybe have to realize when I do Battlefield 6 streams not to cuss so much.
Why is it is it just so enraging, or?
So I'm doing Conquest first. And do you know what's funny about that game? There is a level of civility in that game, even if you're losing. I'm going to make a statement. Might be very controversial to some. Fortnite and Call of Duty ruined an entire generation of gamers.
Well, okay, Call of Duty was doing a long time, a long time ago. But Fortnite, yeah.
The reason why Call of Duty people have this tendency to suck at Battlefield, I stand by that statement, and it's proven. There are times, even if you get...
I think the people that play Call of Duty are also quite often people that only play Call of Duty or FIFA or, those games.
So in Conquest, you have to take points in Organized. Now, even in Civility, you still have it. You have that rage where you have to have good trigger discipline. But you also got to know when you overextend. But at the same time, it is some of the old gamer range. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. My KD looks like shit. But I am also the person who takes points. So.
Yep. That's reasonable.
So I may have a lot of deaths, but I do... Well, I can kill people when I see them, but dear God, that's a sign. But the problem is, I've seen people in chat go, "That's a good shot." I'm just like, you people. Well, there's also an entire people who only play that game on Burst Fire.
Yep. I'm not surprised.
But cross. See, the voice chat in game isn't terrible. It's just there's a level of civility in that game, surprisingly, that no one has, but it is also frustrating that it will go on over that's a terrible it goes over conquest mode could be 20 minutes very easily.
Yeah.
See, the greatest part about Twitter is, but yes, no, I'll stream it. It does play fine until you get to certain maps, and then certain maps are just pure ass. And by that, I mean, just to give you an idea, the Manhattan map, if you control the central point in certain parts of it, you can shoot everybody in the other points. We were almost able to come back if people didn't have their Call of Duty moments and took points. We only lost by 26 tickets.
It's also a new game, right? People are kind of still getting a feel of it.
See this? This is the one they're talking about swear in the new person in.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, you know the one they're talking about, right? It's the one that won the Arizona seat.
Yeah.
By the way, these are also fellow Congress people.
All of them?
Or aides.
Yeah.
I recognize the faces better than names. Okay?
Yeah, me too.
Bear in mind, these people are pushing 50 years old. You think I'm joking?
No.
But it's kind of crazy, actually, when I said the left is decaying. Like they think there's also the whole thing with and then there's the other part here that she's trying to do this. The Women's Caucus.
Yep.
This is the one, she only got that seat because she's the daughter of the famous Mexican one before her. So what? Swear her in. Nothing's going to happen. mean, the thing to it is, but we still, what did we say when the right won the culture war? We still got about 2 more years of this, right? 3 years?
Yep. Well, actually, it's probably going to be more, but it will wane over time. This specific form of it, at least.
I mean, and this is not, I mean, what? Do you think the death of Charlie Kirk, I mean, that kind of said too, the death of Charlie Kirk, they killed a moderate. They didn't kill an extremist.
Yep, they killed a, relatively basic conservative.
Even though he was moving far more extreme. Oh, yes. The update on Collargate. He did not ever have a shotgun.
Yep.
Everybody's going through shit now. They're going back years and they're finding evidence of the shot collar.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, the more you deny something like that, the more people will fucking look.
And no one, they're all just doing whatever.
I pity the poor people that have to sit through fucking Hassan content to just fucking look at shit.
My favorite was that Valkyra, who basically came out with the thing that said, "Why don't you put the shock collar on me?"
Jesus.
And I was like, so does he just use shock collar only with the dogs, or does he do it with his women?
Women. Yes.
Okay, for the joke.
I'm sure that Hassan has relations with the
You
women.
don't know the joke. Islam does have a slavery system.
You mean the women?
Entirely.
Yes.
So do you train them that way?
The husbands, yes, to an extent.
But it is interesting.
Granted, I don't think they use shock horns.
Are we sure?
I don't think they're advanced enough to use shock horns. If they were, maybe. They'd probably give it a try.
You know,
give them like 100, 200 years, and
we're
they'll
have to touch on this. The ghost of Yotai.
Okay, I've seen people like say,
we are going to have to.
She's not ugly. And like, God, the Dave was playing it, right? And
I saw Dev playing it, and I just can't.
It wasn't Dev, it was Dave.
Yes.
Dev
was trying to suffer through Silk Song and sucking.
And someone gave him the 500 donation, which means he had to restart the game from scratch. Stop.
Really? I feel bad for it.
I don't.
I mean, genuinely, games as bad as DSP or Arch on a bad day.
With Dev, it's like, okay, he's not bad at, let's say, Hollow Knight. He's actually relatively good at it. But he was very stubborn to play Silk Song the same exact way. Because his if anything, Dev is very, very stubborn, and you can see that when he plays Silksong. But yeah, Dave was playing Ghost of Yotei, and like Christ, her face is like uglier than all the women in the game. She's the ugliest.
Are you going to actually? Are you actually going to overlook the Ghost of Yotei controversy that ends like The Last of Us?
All the lesbians taking over. Yeah, I haven't actually watched that point, so I don't fucking know. I have seen people talk about it, but I don't know exactly how it ends.
So basically, there's a backlash article that, in a nutshell, basically said that the PlayStation people are tired of basically all their games ending with revenge stories and semi-quasi lesbian romances. Two women getting together, and they showed 4 different games.
Yep. I mean, it certainly looks to be heading that way. Ghost of Yotei. I'm not exactly sure if they're gonna be lesbians.
I mean,
but
it's
like
queer baiting, but let's be real. But the thing about this is, in a nutshell, like Ghost of Yotei, I've seen the people basically defend it. They go, "You didn't know." It's like, well, why does every female-led game by PlayStation always have a revenge plot and it ends in a lesbian affair? At least the last.
The thing that irks me, as I said, it's like
someone.
I don't like. You could probably. The answer to that is obvious, but yeah. The thing that irks me more is like, why did they make her uglier than every other character in the game, including grandmas? Why did they?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean,
like, they could have picked an average Asian woman, and she would have been more prettier than that person. I'm going to be kind. I'm going to call her a person.
Are we going to go? Well, I need to find the meme that it literally was. I need to find the meme of basically Erika Ishii basically with a tweet, and someone did. Me and my wife are both Antifa.
Yeah. I think
she actually tweeted out, both me and my partner and wife is Antifa.
Yeah, the thumbnail for Dave, for the streams that Dave was doing on the game included that tweet. That's a fucking joke. And it's like, yeah, yep, she is horrible. She is fucking horrible.
By the way, I love this with AI. This is a good use of AI. I agree, this is slop, but it's funny.
Yeah, they didn't get Hassan right, but yeah. There was another one where that actually looked a little bit better than that. Let me see if I can find it and tweet it to you.
This is a good time to be on Twitter, but it's also really funny. By the way, how long do you think before The View gets canceled?
Depends on how
You don't want to take a bet
long
on
they
that
will.
one.
I have no idea. It could be like a year. It could be more, and it could be less. I have no fucking idea. In some way, it might still persist. I would assume,
Is it
but I don't
incancelable,
know.
you think? I mean, everybody else is borderline.
No.
I do
I didn't
believe
say.
them
I
all.
didn't say they are uncancelable. I said that maybe they could switch it up. Present.
Oh, God. Vincent 8 hours ago is basically going after cult classic Cage. God, don't do it, Vincent. Cult classic Cage. Yes, she's bi, but she could body slam you. I'm gonna be honest. As much as I bag on leftists, I literally hate and starting to loathe independent libertarians and super far right people just as much again. Because they're morons. Both sides are morons. People who claim to be independent libertarians ultimately always wind up being retards. The far right is just as stupid, by the way. That's the thing about Hypnotic when you... Spotify has banned Nick Fuentes's podcast. Nick Fuentes actually did make a based point talking, I think it was Dave Smith or somebody.
What? Say it again.
Nick Fuentes did about both sides being retarded and then some other stuff before he went off on Conspiracy Brain.
Oh yeah. When was that?
He talked about Dave Smith. It was a couple of weeks ago. I mean, but it gets buried, basically.
The thing is, Nick Fuentes has actually been trying to sound more reasonable to an extent. To an extent when he's not calling being married to a woman gay. Because he is gay. But yeah.
What?
He also was relatively reasonable on the Charlie Kirk stuff, where he said it is a time for de-escalation and all that stuff. He was saying the right stuff, essentially, for a clip at least, and I assume he proceeded to talk about the Jews immediately after. So yeah.
Really? Are you sure about that?
What?
I don't know. Nick Fuentes. I mean, supposedly I saw an article he's one of the youngest major conservative or inspires young men.
I would not call Nick Fuentes a conservative. He has told
I saw
people
a news story. I swear I saw it, and he goes, "Well, the most influential in a generation for them."
He probably is, technically. God, that is depressing. But he might technically be, yeah. He might.
I don't know. I mean, before Milo was re-brought back up, how long before you since you heard about him? Before that, because after the Charlie Kirk thing, he started to make some rounds. And I'm like, when was the last time I heard about him?
Fuentes?
Milo.
Oh, Milo. I think probably when he said that he's not gay anymore, and now
you
he's
hear
like a
about
Christian.
him like once or twice a year, but it's not heavy.
Yeah, I mean, I think Milo's irrelevant. Has probably mostly run its course.
I mean, Nick Fuentes, I'm not surprised. I mean, there's always like when Red Bar dies, he can take over.
When who dies?
Oh, you don't know who he is. He's been around.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
Red Bar is his name.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you know who he is, you know who he is. But you know what's funny too? You're also seeing the future of the left is going to be really interesting. See, you're even having, besides Shuon having a trad arc. The famous fence sitter is having a trad arc too. You know who that is, sort of.
The famous fence sitter?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you mean Tim Pool?
Tim of the Pools, yes.
Yeah.
Well, he almost has it, but then he has to tell Ian and his other guests to go stuff it. Because I tried watching Tim Pool again. Like, I watch him every so often when I'm utterly bored. And then his brain dead, independent conspiracy brain people, the ones that don't look like they do drugs every other minute. Did you know that you release the tapes, release the actual footage? The government killed him. What?
Hmm?
So, yes, you see why I said I'm starting to hate liberal and libertarians and independents as much as I hate the far right and the far left?
I mean, there are a lot of
nut jobs in between.
Yeah, there are a lot of nut jobs everywhere, I'd say. I've come to the point where I'm just fucking tired of everyone. Every faction, every ideology, every side is just. But yeah.
Well, it's gonna be funny, by the way, that we'll have to see what happens with the left. Like, they keep degrading, and I basically said they are degrading day after day.
Well, I think that at least in America, their future is probably Newsom.
You think Newsom kind of like worms?
I think Newsom is probably the somehow the most electable they have. And granted, that is mostly because I think most people don't realize how fucking insane he is. But you know.
Because, you know, it's funny what I'm seeing, the last act of desperation from the far left is like coming out of Toxic. People looking at Silent Hill with mods. First off, the new Silent Hill game, surprisingly, is creepily enough, by the way. I do love that they see this woman get a video game, Silent Hill F. I do love the fact I've heard various, like Synthetic Man made fun of it.
I'm not surprised.
But,
Synthetic Man makes he wasn't like, because I did watch him for like a small bit.
yes.
And he even had acknowledged that he didn't want his channel to become mostly negative about games.
Except
well,
when he,
lo
except
and
when
behold.
he, no, except when he has to, like, basically has to play Ghost of Yotai, and she literally has a animation that is, I am woman, hear me roar, and the person just cowers at the end in ghost mode.
It has some weird things in it.
It has
like superpowers. Granted, I have neither played nor even watched the original, so I don't know if like that had stupid magical shit.
If you ever go over the toxic radio stuff, I'd have to put the disclaimer, because the guy's incredibly, being a black socialist and racist, he says it's mainly like conservatives that want to do the underwear mod and shit. I'm just like, bruh, you need lives. And I go, as much as he says it and a bunch of other people about right-wingers gooning and stuff, I go, sir, I'm thinking to myself, you need your hard drive checked. Considering you also play a lot of Japanese RPGs.
Yeah, it's also
But
like
no, there's if we ever go over that, I gotta screen that to make sure it wouldn't get my channel banned, because he is. When I say he's anti-Semitic, I'm putting it down mildly.
and YouTube sure bans you for that stuff.
There's parts of it that are.
I'm pretty sure that once I got a comment ban, like a 2-day comment ban.
I haven't had a content any warnings yet on what I do,
because I was in a chat and I was talking about a certain game that includes the Flight of the Valkyries. The Flight of the Valkyries. And it's like, I don't know if that was that triggered it, but it certainly looked like it. And it gave me a 48 comment ban.
I mean, here's the thing about Toxic. Toxic is. There's a thing. When I say this with all due respect, he did the one. It's a very perfect, like, he basically does the moment where he equates capitalism to white supremacy and people with a Jewish persuasion owning the world.
Yep.
And then black people can only play games with balls and guns.
With balls and guns?
Get it? NBA 2K and Call of Duty. Yes?
Yep. Was that his point?
Except when you're a rabid, when you're a rabid racist and anti-Semite, where, in his defense already, do you know what I have to do? So I have to pay either $9 for a month or so to download everything, the Twitter spaces that these people were a part of, or I have to record it. And I can't record over OBS. if I'm playing another game.
Yeah. Are those streams?
They're spaces.
Okay, so yeah, the Twitter streams.
It's not like streams that you can just download because they. Okay. Content warning, YouTube, I don't do anything. This is his stuff. By the way, he loves Last of Us Part 2.
Of course he does.
I don't gaslight you about this man. He does like stuff like this. Oh, by the way, did you know we're a year out from Spider-Mid 2 failing?
Wait, when is that coming out?
It failed. Do you remember when Spider-Mid 2 fails? We're about like a year out. So this is the Black Nurse Joy, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I told you she's doing blackface.
Isn't the new game in like France or
Okay,
Luminos,
this
whatever?
this is what we were talking about right here.
Why is this in Spanish?
He didn't like this.
Was this a meme from Lumi?
No, this is no. This is Cabrutus. Lesbians and zombies.
Ah,
this is
okay.
Boy.
Brazil. Okay, that makes sense. He's Brazilian, so it does make sense.
Cabrutus is. My stance on him is. Look, he is a very controversial individual, and I don't like him. This man needs help. He doesn't like Expedition 33. Stop me if you think I'm lying, okay? Folks, this is what I deal with. You know what he calls Expedition 33?
What?
Would you like to take a guess?
Jewish propaganda?
Colonizer 33.
Okay.
Why do you think I preferenced him as a black Marxist? This right here.
What is his opinion on Silent Hill F?
Back to Silent Hill F, close to clearing. You know why he can play so many video games? Because he can sit on his ass all the time and not make content or has to research anything.
Oh, okay. He's not saying anything about it.
Yeah. No. He believes if you don't clear 80-something games in a year, you're not a real gamer.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not a gamer.
If you don't have the money to pay all 80 games per year, you're not a real gamer.
So you see this right here? Wait, this one? Compliant to capitalism. And this is literally where he goes through the entire Manifest Destiny and then links it to the slave trade when the Europeans came over.
Uh-huh.
And then into modern gaming where the Jewish people now control everything. This is his entire Twitter timeline. They don't believe me. People who don't believe me. Oh, by the way, Ghost of Yotai was such a great success seller. It only sold about 2 million for being a PlayStation exclusive. It only had about 10,000 in game.
Yep, I saw that.
And you know what's funny is he says if we don't show our gamer tags in our gaming history, we're cowards.
Of course he has a fucking I shoot speed gif and uses it unironically.
I could be a lot meaner. You know, like, do you really think I'm making up the stuff I say about this man?
No. I just think
I've showed you stray
I do
beans.
think that you are kind of wasting your time with this retard, but I mean, it is your time.
This guy is a confirmed Marxist dude. Black socialist.
Yep, there are many of them.
Again, I'm just going to say it. He thinks like he gets these owns. You know, like Words of Paradise, right? Like he got all of him and he just talked over him.
Yeah.
So you're talking about oh, he was excited for, what if I told you he was excited for Intergalactic?
Ah, yes, the Gillette fucking ad. The best a man can get.
I mean, when I say this man's timeline reads like, oh, by the way, he enjoys skate, by the way.
Yep, of course he does.
He also thinks that, very big warning, he believes this lock, stock, and barrel, by the way. And he, but you know what's funny? Do you know what group of people who are insanely into anime and other stuff? Do you think it's of the left or the right persuasion?
It depends, but it's usually more right leaning. At
Left.
least if it's like a right.
He has all these examples. Trigger warning, by the way, for people. He played this, and he said he was going to play. Poor Theo. Here we are. A picture says 1,000 words.
Okay. He's certainly an odd specimen.
Do you think I was joking about him?
But yeah,
He's dead serious. He's dead serious about this, by the way.
He also looks like one of those people that is better left ignored by everyone.
To be honest, he's a cancer to everyone around him. He did this, what was it, September 11th? He did this all the same day, right here. Oh, he also liked Star Wars Outlaws.
Of course he did.
And he also sent for the Switch 2.
Of course he does. Oh, wahoo!
I want... See, can you imagine if I dig into the space about him By the way, he plays Doom like shit, by the way. Just for the record. You remember when I
I'm
played
not surprised.
Doom? You remember when I played Doom? And how my aim is on point? His is fucking garbage.
Well,
so here's the thing. Like, if you... And his whole thing is... You know how leftists like to expose people? Like, he makes fun of people if you don't game? You gotta show your gaming credentials. Yeah. Again, he was also talking like the game. It was like Splatoons, and we were going to go. He goes, "I'm going to play Splatoons, and we're going to go Charlie Kirkin." And he got backed up by people.
yeah. As I said, he seems like an odd specimen.
An odd specimen.
Mm-hmm.
An odd specimen, you say? An odd specimen.
Yep.
He's about 240 pounds. He is a black man. Lives in a very white section of Virginia. Upscale. Substitute teacher or in history. Has a lazy eye. And has no balls. Because you can best believe I've tried talking to him for a very long time. He's scared. And very
I don't know if he's scared or retarded, but yeah.
No, to quote him, he didn't want to go back to... He wanted to go to do a channel for... He wanted to go back to school, but he said University of Virginia is too crazy and for him, and he's too fat to do things. And he's only 25 years old.
Okay. I mean, there is something to be said about the obesity rates of certain populations.
You know, I'm going to say this for the record. People who don't think I game, like, I play about 5 or 6 games at once constantly through the year, and seasonal stuff outside of what I stream on my channel.
You don't even need to explain yourself.
I don't have to, because it's so funny when these people say I don't. You see me on Discord. I don't see these motherfuckers ever playing games. Ever. And by the way, for the fun record and fun fact, every goddamn expansion to a MiHoYo game is 30 to 60 hours every fucking month. Just for the record. So you're telling me that that live services don't make content. But that's why I said, leftist loons will be leftist loons. You know what I mean? And I've talked about diabetes before, or disparity. He finally showed his true colors to LG. Finally. Okay. Oh, he's going after Theo now. Oh God. Okay, Theo. I warned him about this. It's very stupid. I have very controversial friends, but fuck my life. I deal with a variety of people. He's an RPG person, but he doesn't know how. He's never completed all the Final Fantasies, or a majority of the Final Fantasies. His favorite Final Fantasy is 10.
Oh, a very controversial one. Okay.
What? The female version?
No, it's not the female version. Oh, wait, that's 2. That's Final Fantasy
Two?
X too.
No, he loved 10 and 10 too.
But Final Fantasy X is very controversial because of the voice acting. A lot of, for many reasons. For Blitzball. many reasons.
So this is what he did the other day?
Most of the actual Final Fantasy fans have seen either say something from 1 to 9 for different reasons. And most of those games were great.
So basically, right, this is what he did for 3 hours of spurging out, where he went off on LG and others, and I'm like, it was a very bored day the other day, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And contained within these is a treasure trove of content. So, you know when someone thinks they're big and they're not that big? And it gets too big for his britches? He's getting a little bit there.
Maybe he will. Or maybe people will fucking forget about him.
Well, to be fair, when a nobody like myself can fire up a stream and get more views and watches than this dude has, and he's partnered,
well, sometimes that's how life works.
look, I'm not pulling the jealousy card. I know I'm half-ass half the fucking time. Why do you think I do? So he said this ran an hour. He eventually talked to Bolt the Word, right? Like, he has me blocked, so I can't view it. But I have to be on another account. But the thing is, it's basically he crashed out hard. And literally he defended bad writing in Hollywood. You see, like, these streams? I'll show him this channel then. So, very brave individual who doesn't look like he has diabetes. You see this right here? He membered only this and membered only this. Do you see how we said he's the fake fraud or he's whatever? I mean, view-wise, he's okay. He's getting maybe slightly more overall, but compared to his views aren't that great. Like, it's okay. I mean, I do good for my size, so to speak. I mean, hell, like, you know what's funny? You know what turned into a good time slot for me? 6 p.m. on Wednesday nights. Why?
I guess it's a good time for Mark at least.
Yeah, even you pop in later.
Yeah, but it's usually pretty late.
By the way, the other people I do check up on, you gotta do your progressive checks once in a while. If you know who these people are, I feel bad for you. If you don't know who they are, don't go looking for them.
Look, I already have enough retards.
You're mean. You're very mean. By the way, I just wish she didn't stream in the middle of the day. Kangmin Lee. That's the guy who was canceled. This guy.
Oh, yeah, okay, fuck. I remember him.
Yes.
He's a Twitter dude, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Has a username that is Chinese, I guess?
See,
I don't
I'm
fucking
bad
know.
with names. I'm better with faces. I'm like, oh, that's the one. So this guy, Eric D. Monks is like trying to say he's a better streamer than anybody. He lost a lot of his main stuff. Now it's just him. But this is a progressive guy, basically.
What is he? He looks like a... What is he? A lefty fucking... What's his name? God, what's his name? Coffee brand coffee, dude. The fucking fat neck beard.
Well, see, nothing but media. Like, these people are not entertaining to me. I covered these people before. Bob's dumb. This is organized
Why is that
chaos.
organized chaos? Yeah. I told you I know organized chaos from like the brief spat he had with Rags at some point.
You know, there's a lot of times. And the problem itself is, yeah, you can check. I am subscribed to channels, but really, she's going to be... Oh, she's going to make him play Outlast Trials. But that's okay. She's going to be reading Morning Glory Milking Farm. Shion had talked about that recently.
Hmm?
The video I sent you. That I'm going to have to get Mrs. Sparkle's opinion on.
The milking farm? Wait. It does ring a bell. Wait.
All right. All right. To summarize it, and less than wanting to bleach your eyes, is women read dark fantasy or softcore smut novels.
Oh, that. Okay. That one.
And to make ends meet, the woman decides to go to a monster milking farm.
As you do. When you're a woman down on her luck.
And even Shoe on Head was put back by it. And then they go to Twitter, they go to TikTok and glorify it.
Yeah, that's women's literature. And it has been for a while.
By the way, this is his normal channel where he talks to people. And then he streams on Eric Debunks, right? Because he sweeps for Marvel and everybody else and James Gunn.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I did not see... I wanted Tron Ares to be good. Yes, I did like the first two. But the more I saw about Tron Ares, I've avoided it. By the way, remind Dev to debate this man.
He won't. Ace is as much of a fucking retard as Dev is. What would be the fucking point?
Wow!
But he is. He takes like things completely out of context just to make fucking content.
Yeah, he has a rage. He does. He kind of does. But if he was dead wrong, why doesn't Dev debate him?
Debate him? Why? Like, hey, Dev is fucking shit at debates. Self-admittedly, shit at debates.
I'm gonna say though he is known more for taking shits on Dev at this point.
I mean, that's his channel. That's most of his fucking videos.
I mean,
you can look at his other videos. It's like
I know. He doesn't try. He's been around. You know how long I've known who this guy is? Jesus.
I mean, he wasn't the wider community for a while before. You know, all that happened.
I mean, yeah, Battlefield 6 looks good. You just got to unlock weaponry.
At least that's good, right? I mean, fuck, how long has it been?
By the way, I
since?
fucking hate. What map is it?
You hate what?
So you'll see it. I know what this map is. This is Conquest. Let's see. He's playing support. Tanks you can deal with, but well, you know how he died with you see how he died, basically?
Uh-huh.
Like, there is a click. I love this game. It is a return to form for Battlefield. Well, you're having to relearn basically what it is. Where you see how you have the points you have to take?
Yep.
So every weapon has a subtle different. Now, the thing is, if you can see them, if you can see where they are, you can shoot them. I mean, leveling can go pretty quick, but like this map can be pure hell. It's not pure hell except for when you have to go take a point. You see how you can have both hip fire and ADS on weapons, but do you see how he has burst fire on?
Yeah.
Some weapons aren't good with burst fire because burst fire is not going to kill them.
I'm not surprised.
And everyone plays with default burst fire. And it is incredibly addicting, by the way. Go back to COD. You might get kills then. Oh yeah, this map's ass. This is where the map you're gonna
by the way, I will have to go in a little bit.
I know you have to. No, I'll just say this. This map is the New York City map. Do you see how this map is? Okay, do you see that central point right here?
Yep.
Okay, you see that central part?
Uh-huh.
that central part is an entire vantage point on the entire map.
Okay, that's.
You know how? Do you know how stupid that is?
Yeah.
That map is entirely bad. Like, it's one of those ones. Like, you can see how this is fun. I can be good at it, but it is almost frustrating. You have to level weapons, and you have to do it. It's just I gotta get the time to do it. I've literally had ZZZ drop their update.
I guess it's like whatever you can juggle them, I guess, around. You can.
Well, yeah, you gotta bear in mind I'm also letting games rot on the absolute vine. I mean, my stuff's all over. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of like, I mean, I need to eventually at some point, like, my goal this month is to get my streaming numbers back up. But I've been looking forward to Battlefield 6 for a while. Surprisingly, it runs well, except when the fucking map is laggy and there's server issues. Crossplay's a little bit ass.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that.
Interesting.
Well, what can you do?
But I've been kind of addicted to Conquest because it's been a while since we had Conquest. But I mean, some weapons are worse than others, but it's not as broken weapon systems as Battlefield 1. It is also something you need to keep situational awareness to.
And it also doesn't seem preachy, which is good.
No, you're just a soldier running around the battlefield.
Yep.
That's the big deal about it. But
yep,
yeah,
that's what I've seen. Like, it's not weird. that's good.
No, but it doesn't have the vantage issue and the vehicle problem 5 had. What kept me from ever playing 5 was the fact that its system was too complicated, or it's just that they didn't know how to land the battlefield. Those maps are the right size, but the problem itself is there's some stuff they'll have to adjust later on, like balance. But we'll see there. I mean, some matches can be absolute slaughters. Like, it's terrible. So, other than that, I will probably, I guess, Sorter, we'll have to do this another time.
Should be free around the same time, pretty much.
Did you be free tomorrow?
Not sure about tomorrow, but
just hit me up.
Tomorrow is Thursday.
Yes.
Oh.
I want to hit.
I'm not sure about tomorrow, but like Friday or Saturday, probably.
Friday or Saturday, because we need to go over the box office's failings.
Yep.
See, part of the reason, as much as no disrespect to Multi, I don't want to talk about James Gunn's Peacemaker season 2.
Yep.
I'm sorry, James Gunn of all Earths picks Earth X. Right. Right.
It sounds like the decision he would make, to be honest. It's not exactly.
Okay, for reference, Earth X is Earth 10. Earth 10 is where the Nazis won the war, and then Superman becomes Ubermensch.
Yeah.
And then They go to wipe out most or imprison most of the colored people and minorities. Of course, James Gunn chooses that universe.
Yep.
And yes, Peacemaker is also the son of a white dragon, which is modeled after a grand dragon, or was it Grand Dragon or a Grand Wizard of the KKK. And he's incredibly racist, but he doesn't want to be portrayed as. But Cena does not like portraying a racist hero. That's why I never cared for it. See my point? Peacemaker, it's like you're a walking contradiction. It's not entertaining to me. Now, unlike Daredevil Season 2 and Fallout Season 2, but I do have other games in the pipeline, so I'll probably do a stream at like 6. So. Well, but the other stuff, I have other stuff in gaming topics I got to get to cover the flops in games over the summer. Because seriously, the Ghost of Yotai thing and other stuff with it needs to be a separate discussion. Because there's been a lot been going on in gaming in the last, because literally if I show the nominations for the Game Awards, for PC Game of the Year, Expedition 33 is not even there.
Jesus Christ.
But here's my thing. Not even Battlefield. I am of the believer that the nominations for the Video Game Awards need to be cut off at October. Beginning of October.
I mean, yeah, you don't really have if it's something that comes out like November, it's not exactly much time for it to be like maybe a good consensus on it.
Well, here's the thing. You want to tell where voting was rigged? In PC Game of the Year, I could probably show it. So in PC Game of the Year, they had Expedition 33. They had somehow Ghost of Yotai was not even fresh out of release. These are the nominations for the Joystick Awards.
The thing is, like, I think even people that don't care about the lesbian stuff and her looking ugly and whatever.
Yeah.
Even those people are saying that it's like the first game, but worse.
They said it's just mid. So if you look at a lot of these categories, right? Best storytelling, whatever here. Multiplayer. Battlefield 6 it released the 10th, right? It was not even fresh. It was like just fresh in the nominations. You remember what happened to Spider-Mid 2 last year? Sold 2 million copies and then it fell off?
Yep.
You'll see, of course, Studio Cherry's going to be like in the Studio of the Year.
God, the fact that Best Remake or Remaster is a category.
But no, this isn't the VGAs, okay? They're a little bit better. This is where there's categories when you want to go over it. By the way, this is where I'm very torn in this category. You know why?
Which one?
These people deserve it.
Oh.
When you look at these games, like
don't you want Troy Baker to win? God,
Troy Baker's been in like 5 games. least 3 this year. By the way, this depresses me right here. I love this. I love this game, but I would never put this game in PC Game of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it on multiplayer game.
Narrative. But fuck,
Oh,
I would never put that there.
Not narrative, online. But yeah.
The Altars is also done by 11-bit.
The Altars is not bad. I watched
See, this is what we need to get.
a friend
I want
of
to
mine
get it.
playing through it.
By the way, in console, you don't see Expedition 33.
Weird. They always have like a couple of games that they shove in every category possible.
Expedition 33 has actually is leading in Ultimate Game of the Year, but it's not leading in like PC Game of the Year. By the way, why is Peak in Game of the Year? I admit, this is why I want to get in gaming. By the way, how do you? What is your category? What do you like in this one?
Best game adaptation. Jesus Christ. Wow.
Because that's gonna, yeah, you're gonna have fun.
There's only one that is okay. And maybe 2, yes.
Do you want to know what my pick is of 2 of these? You know the ones I say?
I think so.
Which ones?
You go for Sonic, I guess, one of them. Because it's not terrible. Somehow. Like what? Secret level?
Secret level, yeah.
I haven't not watched
Secret level doesn't have a chance in hell, though.
The Minecraft movie, I guess, is not completely terrible. Like,
I really think it's going to be this.
As a meme, I can see people liking it, but Devil May Cry. Christ.
Again, I'm going to warn you. We're not even to all the categories. There's going to be more. See? Here's Troy Baker again for Best Supporting.
The best cock role.
No, but seriously, of the nest of narrative games, Expedition 33, and
he plays the fucking dude in Death Stranding. Oh yeah, okay. Ugh.
I told you he had like 2 games. But when you're talking about a good game, the problem is both of these are good. Like right here. But Expedition 33, I'll be very interested in this. But anyways,
yeah.
Like this is just a previews. I cannot wait to see the nominations for the fucking main awards.
The TGAs?
By the way, best story. I mean, here's one that's funny. Best storytelling. Do you know what that game is?
Which one is that? It does ring a bell. Wait.
If you know it, you know it.
Oh God! Oh, this one. Oh Jesus!
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know the only reason I know that title is because it's been shilled in every Steam sale all year?
It's from the whatchamacallit? Yeah, don't nod. Yep.
I'm just going to tell you, I mean, there's been a lot in the gaming, I'll be honest. Oh, and by the way, the other one, that's going to be funny. Best indie game of the year. Watch it just go to baby steps for fun.
I could see it going to Blueprints. I've had a lot of fucking people talking about it.
It's not terrible. Sleeper Citizen was good.
Wait, is that DLC for Deep Rock Galactic? Or is that a different game?
That's a separate game.
Okay. I guess it can count.
Best indie game self-published, I guess you have to, is Hades 2, but...
Yeah.
I'm going to be very honest. If you ever want to see something here, that could be a bloodbath. Right there. 3 different games, which each 3 have their own issues right now.
And all by the same...
well, they're
the same people.
By MiHoYo.
Yeah.
Which is done through Cognisphere, right? Genshin is definitely on the better arc than it was a year ago. But outside of everything...
I mean, I guess there's no other choices. I mean, what the fuck? Pokemon Go? Subway fucking Surfers?
Well, okay. Here's a big thing. When you talk about these various games, the problem is they don't talk about the Honkai impact of it all. Honkai 3 Impact 3rd. HSR is becoming very team dependent. And we're not getting the banners and the rotations for it. So it's becoming less free to play. And we're not getting the banners. So you're starting to see the price of the game go up. And either that or you're waiting. And they're asking us to clear hard content, but we need specific lineups. Which is not entirely the case unless you're like people like me who care about the end game. Genshin is going through Nodcry, which is getting a very good section, but the characters are hit or miss. Well, personally, I only care about 3 characters, and Columbina doesn't come in till 6.4. Zenless Zone Zero is not doing in the worst shape imaginable. It is doing fan service. But I have my own complaints about it.
Yeah.
Do you know the image I just sent you? The image I sent you? That's that's the Mindscape image. I refuse to use that character ever. But in reality, all in all, this will be an interesting when we go through it, though. There's a couple of games because I want to hit. But I'll be very honest, we still haven't had a very good year. For PC was pretty bad.
Yep. I won't disagree.
Oh, no. We didn't have anything over the summer. Oh, yes. Do you want to take a bet this game flops harder than fucking shit? A dead fish?
Yeah. Jesus Christ. That will be pretty bad.
Actually, that's a pretty good game. If you like Lego.
Yep. I assume so. They usually make okay games.
But yeah, when we get into this, it's going to be interesting. See, we don't know about this one. This is going to be the first brand new Resident Evil in a while.
Yeah.
But anyways, you do take care of yourself.
Yeah. No, you did him, man.
And I guess you sleep well, and I shall be. I'm going to probably go prep for a stream. I'll probably stream something at 6 or 6:30 today.
Okay. I might be awake at that point. I'll see.
Well, it's a thing of I needed to get this out of the way. Normally, I would have been doing this. There'll probably be a part 2 to this with the whole left imploding. But there's been a lot going on, like media-wise too. But
yeah, definitely.
But anyways, but yes, no, I shall see people about 40 minutes or so. I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm going to stream. Maybe 6:30ish. You never know. I might try Battlefield. I might try Battlefield on stream. I mean, it stays stable. But again, the problem is, while I game, I have a bunch of other shit that's done. I do have another task I got to do. But yes, it's there's the whole thing. You know, what can I say? There's a thing. I like Battlefield 6. I'm like level 10 or 11 right now, leveling guns, but again, it's what I'm in the mood for, and then prior things come along. I actually have to sit down and play that. Like HSR, and other things I can play while I'm multitasking. Battlefield, I can't. Like, I can stream it and do it, but like, I can't edit or do anything with it. So, and I have something to do tonight, and you never know, Sorter. We might get to listen to a black Marxist or socialist explain his ideology.
Let's hope not.
No, you laugh because you saw his tweets.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how hot his takes are?
I mean, I've seen people like him, so.
What would you bet if I said he likes Amanda Seals, and he also likes Malcolm X?
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised.
More to come on that guy. That guy's a fucking fruitcake and a half. But anyways, I will cut it here, and I'll be back in about an hour-ish. Probably 6:30.
Yeah. See you later, man.